Hello, you beautiful souls. This is your girl Destiny. I am back to talk to you tonight about being stuck in a place where you find yourself living in pain. And I don't think there's anyone out there who loves to suffer or who loves to deal with pain in their lives or in their bodies. I don't think there's anyone out there. Pain can be a very horrible thing to deal with, to live with. So, tonight, your girl Destiny is going to give you some pointers how we can become stuck in pain and how to get out of it. Oh, well, just listen to this message, okay? And welcome. If this is the first time that some of you have just come on my page, guys, you are totally, absolutely welcome. All you new people, you always get that red carpet treatment. Come on in and sit down with Destiny. I'm so glad you arrived here on DestinyForever Walks. This is one of the most powerful, encouraging, motivating platforms that you will ever find on Facebook. And I had to say it myself because my purpose here on this earth and why I am here on YouTube is to motivate people, to inspire, to encourage, and to help people become their higher and greater self. I am here to empower your life. I'm here to teach you about your true self, your real self, your authentic self. I'm here to help you to grow into your greater and higher self, whom the Creator has created for you to be. I'm always here because the divine Creator himself, he places all this information into my spirit so I can share with you guys out there. So, welcome. If this is the first time, you are absolutely welcome. Let's jump into this video message, okay? And to my viewers out there, and to my beautiful subscribers and friends, I love you guys, and I always want you to know how much I appreciate each one of you. I truly love you guys with all my heart. Tonight, let's get into this message. Stuck living in pain. Where is your pain stored? Listen, that's the title. Stuck living in pain. Where is your pain stored? Now let's talk about this topic, okay? Let's keep our minds open and hear exactly what I have to say to you guys. But you know, everyday stressors have more of an impact on the body than most of us realize. We go through a whole lot of stresses throughout the day. But once stressors are identified, guess what happens? Then that brain begins to put the body into a state of fight or flight, causing real or even physical effects in the body. But what happens then, people, over time, listen to this, the brain and your central nervous system, it learns to continue to put the pain or put the body into a painful state. Did you say the brain does that, Destiny? The central nervous system? That's exactly what I said, my people. Over time, the brain and the central nervous system, it learns to continue to put the body into a painful state, which repeats the pain cycle over and over and over again. And a lot of times we go along with it and we just wake up with it day after day, week after week, month after month, and it just continues to go on sometimes for years. But let me ask you this question. Where is your pain stored? You always complain about there's pain in this part of your body, there's pain in that this side of your body, or in your head, or in your feet, or in your back. You're always complaining about pain. But where is your pain stored? Is it in a bad marriage, people? Is it in a horrible job that you just don't like? Or is it in a distrustful relationship or an abusive relationship? Or is it in sexual abuse? Or is it in rape? Or is it in the fear of being alone? Where is your pain stored? Is it living in a domestic violence relationship? Is it being cheated on by your lover over and over and over again? Where's your pain stored? All of this damn pain, people. Where are you storing the effects? And why are you living stuck in it? That's something you really need to think on. Where is your pain stored? Have your pain become that comfortable that you can live in it day in and day out, and night in and night out, and all through your entire life? Has it become that comfortable for you? Pain, my people, listen, hurts and hardships and wounds, abuses, rejections, lies, people, being neglected, being denied. My people, we all experience them. We are not exempt from them. Every single one of us has gone through many of those different types of pain, many of those different types of hurts. We all have experienced them. Some we can just come and we can bounce back from it, spring back up and just keep moving. But then there's others, they have such a harder time dealing with this, and it takes them a so much harder time to come back. And then there's others that they just don't come back. They live in it day in, day out, night in, night out, week in, week out, months in, months out, and all down through the years, they still living with that same pain. Where is the story at, people? Do you feel stuck in your pain? That's a question you need to ask yourself. Examine your whole entire being right now. Do you feel stuck in your pain? Do you feel movement towards relief in any kind of way with the pain that you are experiencing in your body, whether it's in your mind or wherever that pain you have it stored at? Do you feel movement toward relief in it? If not, then there could be several understandable reasons why. And you need to really examine yourself. You really need to go and find those pressure points where that pain is coming from. But holding on to these hold on to these faulty attitudes and thought patterns, my people, they block our capacity to achieve genuine happiness, that peace which surpasses all understanding, that trust where we can really trust without fear, that genuine, unconditional love, my people, and fulfilling relationships. But when you hold on to these faculty of these faulty attitudes and all these thought patterns, it just blocks your capacity to achieve the happiness that you really want in your life. And what we need to do, we need to go inside, my people, and empty out those places that you have stored in that pain, where you have programmed your body to agree that that pain is here, that pain is here. You have the control to speak what you want in your life, and it shall come to pass. Be thou moved and be cast into the sea, and it shall never return to you again. But you know what? Here are 3 reasons that we become stuck in pain. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why we become stuck in pain. And you may never thought about it before, but I'm giving you something to think about tonight. You write these 3 reasons down why we become stuck in pain. Number 1, the comfort of familiar pain. When something is familiar, people, it usually feels so safe and it feels steady and unchanging. And when we have repeatedly hurt or we have held on to the hurts long enough, my people, these feelings and thoughts, they become so familiar to the place where they are so comfortable to us. Then as a result, we are well acquainted with them and we become accustomed to how they feel. Anything different, man, people, it can be frightening. Then if we attempt to heal, then we may experience that pushback. Offering relief to the hurt may feel more like a threat to a familiar environment than hope for a suffering soul. So, the feeling of being in control of what we know can discourage us from growth. That was number one, the comfort of familiar pain. Number two, expecting pain and anxiety. People, listen, it is so easier to expect to be disappointed than to be disappointed. Now, if we live expecting to be rejected or abandoned, then we feel that we can control the pain it will cause us. But if we think that staying alert to overcoming pain, it will help us avoid it, then we will naturally stay on the lookout for the negative. And this is directly related to anxiety. And if you've never been through a state of anxiety, my people, it's not a good place to be. I have experienced that way back many years ago now. But I'm telling you, I lived through it for a very long time. And I have never had anything so terrible to happen to me. I felt like I was like in a closed bubble and where I couldn't breathe. I was suffocated and I was fearful and afraid. Anxiety is a bad place, my people, to fall into. But listen, when psychologically placed, our body in a state of hypervigilance is unable to relax, people. Constantly is on the lookout. We won't seek peace because this part sees that as letting down the guard and then it trusts in the unknown. But we have a need to stay anxious because that part of us attempt to see pain coming our way so we can block it. Thus, people, anxiety, it feels safer than peace. And that's why a lot of times people just stay there in the anxiety because it feels safe. Even though it's like on a merry-go-round, you're teeter-totter and you're spinning around, you feel safer there than stepping out into that unknown place and afraid of what it may happen beyond your control. So sometimes anxiety, it does feel safer than peace. And the third one, the third reason that we can become stuck in pain is this. Number three, negative attention is still attention. And we all desire to feel special. We all desire to feel cared for, and we definitely desire to be seen. But we get these needs met through various attention that we receive from others. Some believe that the only way they can get this attention is when there is some type of problem. And sometimes people just live to have a situation because they feel like they can get their attention. They want to talk about, oh, I'm so sick and I don't feel good, and they want to complain, but it's not that. They just want, they are attention seekers. They want someone to still feel sorry for them. They want someone to cater to them, or, you get this. So we get these needs sometimes met through various attention that we receive from others. Some believe that the only way that they can get this attention is when there is some type of problem. And perhaps while you grew up, the only attention that you received was when you got injured in some way. Then at some point you believe that chaos or injury, it brings attention. But even negative attention, people, is still attention. And this part of you believe that this is the only option for meeting these deep needs, and that is to stay in pain. So, let's turn the tables on this, my people. Nobody wants to suffer. Nobody shouldn't want to live through pain day in and day out. And if you're seeking to get attention and you want to make yourself to be sick, or you want to have people to think that you're sick and helpless, hey, then that's your choice to go on and live like that. But you're living a terrible life of deception, lies, and you're creating more of what that you are sending out. Negativity. More pain and more negativity is going to come back to you. So let me tell you, for those out there who want to flip this table and turn this thing all around for your good, you get unstuck to find relief from pain. And I know that this list is limited that I just gave you, people, and the reasons are valid, but the results of staying in pain, it blocks true contentment in your life. And you don't want to do that. You want to go and be whole and wholesome, healthy, healed, totally, absolutely complete in every area of your life. You want to go on and be your best version of whom the Creator had created for you to be. You want to go on and live just to be everything that the Creator God has already said that you are. Fearfully and wonderfully made. Made in His image and His likeness, that you are His masterpiece, my people. But holding on to these faulty attitudes and these thought patterns that I was speaking of earlier, my people, it blocks our capacity to achieve that genuine, pure love, that genuine happiness, that peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, that real, genuine trust, that unconditional love, and even stop us from fulfilling wholesome and healthy relationships. But our true self, it longs for that perfect peace. That peace that comes with harmony, that peace that comes with joy, that peace that comes with pure, honest, unconditional love. We long for that peace, and we long to get unstuck. There needs, though, to be a paradigm shift. There needs to be a paradigm shift for us to live in that place that the Creator has created for us to live in, a place of joy, complete happiness, and love. To live in positive relationships and positive love and positive life all the time. There has to be a paradigm shift, people. This usually takes deeper inner work, though, that could very well challenge everything that these parts believe about yourself. And I'm going to tell you, you're dealing with your ego. The ego will program your mind upside down to believe everything that the Creator God has said that you are, your greatest, your best. But the ego will come in there and will slap you out of that positive place and will drag you down to the lower place in the pits of hell. The ego has set traps, and we have to be very careful. Very careful. Because the Creator God has already created you for greatness. You are beautiful. You are wonderful. You are fearfully. You are His masterpiece. You are overcomer, my people. Greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world. But this usually takes deeper inner work that could very well challenge everything that these parts believe about yourself, about your true self, your authentic self, your higher, greater self, the best version of whom the Creator God has created for you to be. But listen, but love, people, that love, that unconditional love that comes only from the divine Creator, it has a real sense of joy, people. It has this real sense of success and all the things of beauty. It comes along with it. But to get unstuck, people, the work needs to be done. You have to go back in and you have to reverse all those things that the world system has programmed you to believe. That is nothing in no way that the Creator God has created for you to be. You got to go in and you got to tear down all the lies. You got to break down all the deceptions. You got to go in. You got to deal with that ego. My people, you got to get unstuck. You got to deal with your genuine, raw, authentic self. The beautiful self that the Creator God has created you to be. You don't believe what the world systems have told you, the education systems has told you, the church system, religion systems. Everybody had a hand on you. And it has programmed you, has stuck you in a place of pain. So, to get unstuck, the work needs to be done. And you need to empty out that storage place, those places that you have hidden all those pains, all those negative thoughts, all those negative memories, everything that the world system has said about you, has set you up for failure, for defeat, for you to believe that you are less than what the Creator God has created you to be. You need to go inside yourself. Empty out those storage places that you have stored that pain, that hurt, those abuses, that fear, that anxiety, all that things that is nothing that the Creator God has created for you to be. Empty out those storage places. Release that. Release all that pain. Release all those abuses. Release everything that is nothing that the Creator God has placed within you. And then you let it go, people. Go inside now and you deal with it. You have a conversation with yourself. You go in there and you stand up to that ego and you tell the ego is no longer driving you to a place away from your greater higher self. And you take back your power. You take back your control. You take back your identity. You take back your goals and your purpose and your identity, your destiny. You take it all back, people. And as you're taking it all back and you're putting yourself into that place of power, that place of love, that place of being wise with wisdom, pain is being chipped away pieces by pieces and you're becoming whole, wholesome, healthy, and totally, absolutely complete. But to get unstuck, people, the work needs to be done. And you need to empty out that storage place. Where are my people that you have hidden all that pain? It's time now to let it go. It's time now to empty it out. It's time to get unstuck and stop allowing yourself to be stuck living in pain. You don't need nobody's permission to live to be your greater and higher self. You don't need nobody's approval of what you want to be or who you are. You don't need anything from anybody. You don't need to even open your mouth and even claim that you're sick or to claim that you're not healthy or you're not happy. Stop living and setting yourself up to live in pain. My people, I'm out of here. I'm going to see you guys at the next video. Namaste. Stuck in pain, people. Where is your pain stored? You got to go in deep, deep in, because it's there. And the brain is constantly bringing it back and forth and bringing it back, and you're always going to keep experiencing that pain over and over again. And every time that you don't deal with it, every time that you don't take control and power over it so you can heal yourself, you're going to deal with it more and more until it breaks you to a place, sometimes a place of no return. Stuck living in pain. We're not going to be stuck anymore. We're going to empty out the pain that we are stored in our lives and go on to become our best and our greater version of whom the Creator God has created for us to be. Namaste, my beautiful people. I sure hope you got something from this video. I just came up here today and I just said, let me talk to the people. And I just opened my mouth. And I may sound, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I spoke the words. I don't know how you may received it. I don't know if you got a clearer revelation understanding, but you hang in there and you keep listening. The Creator will open up your heart and give you the understanding, that wisdom, and give you a revelation so you can really, truly accept this. Namaste. I'm going to see you at the next video, my people. This is your girl, Destiny. I'm signing out. I will be back at another video. Namaste. Love you out there, guys. I do love you. Bye-bye. Where's your pain stored at, my people?